Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Alan Lee here with Honestly Handyman Services in Sacramento, California. And today I have a special guest here with me. This is my lovely wife, Laura.
Hey guys.
And she is here because we just wanted to talk about, we're coming up on the year anniversary of running our handyman business. So I kind of just wanted to go through some things that we've learned through this year of running our handyman business, and things that we would have done differently, and things that we probably would have kept the same. So we have a little list of some things that we've learned throughout this year. One of the biggest things that I feel that I've learned is you need a great partner, a supportive partner. So I really feel like Laura is really the whole meaning of Honestly Handyman Services. I don't think I could have done it without her. She's my whole reason to do anything right. I mean, that may sound weird, but some of you guys who are married, happily married, will know what I'm talking about. That to me, marriage was the best decision, one of the best decisions I've ever made. So yeah, so we could just go down the list here of things that we've learned throughout this year of running this business. Probably the first one is that I've learned is that there's a huge demand for handyman work. I was a little concerned when I first started out my business because I was kind of worried that there wouldn't be enough work, but if you remain honest and work with integrity, there will be plenty of work to go around, because that's really what people desire. So what do you feel like is one thing that you have learned this year doing this handyman business?
That you're not working your 8 to 5 job anymore, but sometimes it's 10 to 5, or you go from 8 to 1 and then come home and go back at 6 or something. I want you to work those hours, but your customers want you to work 24/7, so try to be flexible and realizing that your hours aren't going to be the same every day.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, and that's definitely something that I've learned as well, is that this is not a 9 to 5 job. This is kind of a 24/7 job. I mean, you never really put the business down. You know, sometimes you'll work all day and you'll come home and you'll just do estimates all night, and sometimes you'll get people that are texting you at 10 or midnight or 2 in the morning. Or on Christmas. Was it last Christmas? Yeah, last Christmas I had someone texting me on Christmas Day, and they just would not leave me alone. I wasn't responding to them because it was Christmas, and they just kept responding. Finally, I'm like, hey, it's Christmas, I'm not working. And they're like, oh, well, I really need you to come out today. And I wasn't even in town, so I couldn't have helped them out.
She even wrote on your Facebook page.
She did,
why
yeah.
Why are you not answering my calls today?
Yeah, so just kind of, some people, they need stuff done right now, even if it's Christmas. That leads me to another thing that I've learned, probably most importantly, is you can choose your customers. You don't have to work with everyone. Thank God you don't have to work with everyone. There are a super amount, or an awesome amount of super people out there that you can work with, and that's just so fun to do. But then there's also those select few that are just ridiculous to work with. And really, I think one thing that we've learned this year is how to determine and see, who those people are, even just by the way that they phrase certain things on Yelp, or when they send me a request on my website. You can kind of tell the way that they say things, how they're going to be. I think one big thing that I've learned is this, and this kind of goes beyond business, but into just life in general, that decisions in our business is not me or her, it's us. That you got to make, whatever you do, make it a decision of both of you guys, And that's something that I still struggle with, because oftentimes when I want to do something, I end up just doing it, and that may not be best for the family. So yeah, I'm still definitely overcoming some of that selfishness. Yeah.
You have to communicate.
Yeah.
And be organized.
Yes. Be organized is very helpful. We've discovered a few things this year of how we can easier ways to write estimates and invoices, which are cool. And I'm going to be making a video in the future about that software that we use. And that's probably made our lives a lot easier. And then also just making sure we document everything. Every dollar we make, everybody we work for, every mileage
Yeah.
we take on our car.
And put things in the calendar, because
Yes.
sometimes I forget to put customers, and then they call saying, "Where are you?" So.
Yeah, well, I've done that too. Yeah, so that's definitely something. You got to be on the ball because, really, like, I work with, or we work with, 100 customers a month, maybe, and, so it's hard to jumble that, but you got to think the customers are only working with you. So they're going to remember you, even though you don't remember them. So you better do whatever you can to remember them. Let's see. We got our little list here. And then we are currently learning the need to follow up. Oftentimes I kind of struggle with following up because I don't really see the point of it, but it's a huge point because it brings the business back, time and time again. So it's very important to do. Did we skip a good one?
Learning. You need to learn how to manage your money.
Oh, that's a good one.
Even if you're making $700 a day, you shouldn't spend $700 a day because
Yes.
then you don't have any money left in your business. So.
Yeah, that's something that I learned big time because I like to spend money, and so back especially when we first started the business, I would spend everything the business made, which isn't good. I don't know if you guys know anything about finances, but that's not good to do.
Cool.
So I've gotten a little bit better at that. I still struggle with it, definitely. So just like you said, just because your business makes $700 a day doesn't mean you make $700 a day. I think you got to establish how much money you're going to be paying you and your family, and how much money is going to stay in the business. At least for us. We're an LLC company, not a sole proprietor, so things run a little differently. So, Laura, what do you think some recommendations would be for people wanting to start a handyman business, looking back on the last year?
Be prepared for you or your spouse to work a lot of hours. He was working a full-time job and then working every night and every Saturday. So.
Yeah.
And then when he started, he was working every day and then every night, which got to be a lot. So communication is key there. If you're feeling frustrated, talk to your spouse if you're married about what you want to do and set your hours so that they're not upset with you later on.
Definitely. Yeah, and some of you guys have heard my story. When I first started my business, I worked part-time at this, in the evening, so I worked a full-time job and then did this part-time. And I remember last December I don't think I really saw you much because that was kind of the month where we had to go, and I had to get as many customers as I could because I was going full-time in January. I would say just some more recommendations. Have a good support team, like I said. Be prepared to work a lot at first, like Laura said. Figure a good invoice and estimate system right away, which, like I said, we'll be having a video here in the near future about that. I would say have an advertising plan and a following up plan. That's pretty important. Made some videos on that in the past as well. And I gotta say, don't be afraid to spend money to make money, because I think that's super important. I remember when I first started this, right? Like, I was approached by some advertising companies, and they told me how much they wanted for advertising, and like, I wasn't even making, near that at my old job. So it was like, how could I do that? But really, once you get started in this, it far outweighs it. You can make so much money in this business so advertising at the beginning is very important, and then word of mouth spreads after that if you do a great job. I would just say, do you have anything else to add to that?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So we're coming up on our year anniversary, which I don't know when I'm going to post this video. It may have already happened, but our year anniversary is January 1st, 2018. So that'll be exciting. Christmas is here in a few days, so that's pretty exciting. So we wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thank you all for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment in the comment section below with just ideas that you may have for starting a handyman business, or what you would like to see in 2018, and even what you did for Christmas. I would love to hear about it. And please subscribe to my channel, and also check out all of my other videos, as I think they're pretty awesome. I don't know, maybe you guys don't, but it's all good.
On Instagram.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, honestly handyman. I think you got to put the @ symbol in front of that. Yeah, well, thank you all for tuning in, and have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.